سلام، من مجید هستم. قسمت 12 از Learn Persian as a Beginner. Here is the second part of the lesson, the imperative in Persian. Today we're gonna learn how to make plural imperative. As you know, these are the verbs that we have already learned in my lessons. In lesson 11, the first part of imperative lesson, we learned how to make the imperative form of these verbs. I presented a lot of examples for each. If you have not watched the lesson, you can go here and watch it. For today's lesson is still remain on these verbs, but we're gonna see how we can make the plural imperative. The second part of this list, the normal imperative and the plural imperative and negative, will be covered soon in another lesson. So in lesson 11, we learned the rule for making imperative in Persian and its negative. Today we learn how to make the plural form. You might ask, what is plural imperative? Because it does not exist in English, but it does exist in German and in French, if I'm not wrong. As you already know, we have covered it before. We have a plural you in Persian, and that is to refer to a group of people or to a person as a kind of politeness. To your boss, for example, to your teacher, or to people you meet for the first time. So when we come to plural, if you're talking to a group of people or to one person as a kind of politeness, you have to make plural imperative. How we make it is very easy. What we had before is still here. You just have to add one ending, which is id or in. Both of them are correct and popular among people. So in the last lesson, we saw that the verb to be and to have were exceptions. We saw their imperative forms باش, نباش, داشته باش, نداشته باش. And for the plural form, what we do is very easy, as I said. You have to use just this suffix at the end. So we say باشید or باشین. As I said, both of them are correct and in use. For the negative, we say نباشید or نباشین. For the verb داشتن, we say داشته باشید or داشته باشین. نداشته باشید or نداشته باشین. Today I'm not giving you a lot of examples because you can use exactly the examples that we had in lesson 11 for this lesson as well. I just give you one example for plural today. Come on or hurry up, guys. For hurry up or come on, we have one phrase which is to be زود or to be early. So we say زود باشید بچه ها. The singular form is زود باش. So verb کردن. The singular imperative as we learned was کن or بکن. Negative نکن. Now we add it or in. کنید or بکنید. کنین or بکنین. Negative نکنید or نکنین. Example, don't be late please. For be late, you see here we have be, but in Persian we say make late. So we say دیر نکنید لطفاً. For singular we say دیر نکن. Plural دیر نکنید. The verb to go رفتن. Singular برو narrow. I just forgot to tell you about this. As the formula suggests, we have to use be or bo. Here bo. Then we have stem a. This one is an exception that we use a vowel here for a better pronunciation or something. It's just an exception. But when we come to the plural, this o goes away. We use just the stem of the verb. Berit or berin. Narit or narin. Don't go out at night. شب بیرون نرید. Singular شب بیرون نرو. The verb دیدن singular ببین نبین and plural ببینید or ببینین negative نبینید or نبینین. Example look friends ببینید دوستان and then you continue your sentences. The verb خوردن بخور نخور بخورید or بخورین نخورید or نخورین don't eat much for dinner شام زیاد نخورید singular شام زیاد نخور. The verb خوابیدن بخواب نخواب here we have بخوابید or بخوابین and نخوابید or نخوابین. Sleep early زود بخوابید singular is زود بخواب. The verb گفتن بگو نگو here again we have one extra vowel as an exception but when we come to plural it goes away so we say بگید or بگین نگید or نگین. Example tell your name please اسمتونو بگید لطفاً singular اسمتو بگو لطفاً. خریدن بخر نخر بخرید or بخرین نخرید or نخرین buy the ticket for tomorrow بلیت فردا رو بخرید اومدن بیا نیا بیاید or بیاین نیاید or نیاین don't come late دیر نیاید خوندن بخون نخون بخونید or بخونین نخونید or نخونین read aloud please بلند بخونید لطفاً